Jack. Welcome to another edition of Grillin' with Jack, and I'm going to make grilled stuffed peppers today. Alright, so we got the grill on, it's all heated up. To scrape off all this grime and grit. Well, I really don't need to at the moment, but scrape that all down good. Alright. You can get the pan on there, because I'm going to do some ground meat, so you don't want to fall through the, right through the grill. So you're going to put the pan in there. If you're doing that, make sure it's a pan that's safe for the grill. And make sure that the handle's not going to melt. And also make sure you have a pot holder to hold the handle once it's heated up. Alright, so let that go. Let's make the mixture. Alright, we got a whole pound here of sausage. And a whole pound of ground beef. You know, depending on how many people you have. Alright, mix that all up. I got 4 tastes, probably too much, but it's always better to have a little too much and not enough. We got some spices here. You got salt, black pepper, cumin, garlic, cayenne pepper, whatever you like to season your meat for the grill. I probably should have told you exactly, but what the hell. Alright, so you mix that all in. Now, you could put breadcrumbs in this, but I'm going to put rice in it before I stuff them. So, but you don't want just pure meat. You want some breadcrumbs or rice, something like that. I'm going to put a couple of beaten eggs in here. Whoa, the wind. I'm going to mix this all together with my hands, because I'm a friggin' manly man. You could let that like kind of marinate if you wanted, but it'll be good to go. Alright. This pan's probably pretty hot. And add a little bit of oil. You probably won't even need oil, but you probably should put some oil in there. You probably won't need a lot with a hamburger. Some other time I'll actually grind my own hamburger. You guys can watch that. Also make my own sausage. That'll be on it, extra edition here. Alright, just want to put this straight in here. Let it start frying up. Now, obviously, you don't want that just a big hunk like that. You want it to make like a big giant hamburger. You want to mix this all up. You know, pretty much just brown it, cook it. Well, actually, for the grill, if you were going to do this in the oven, you wouldn't have to totally cook it because you'd also be cooking it in the oven. But the way I'm doing it, you want to fully cook all this. Now, let's put this down, let that cook. Every once in a while, you want to stir it up, get it nice and brown, cook it all the way through. You know, kind of crumble up the hamburger. Obviously, when you're using raw meat and eggs, I'm going to go wash your hands. I'll be right back. Just let that go for a while. That's going to take a while. Alright, in the meantime, got the peppers. Now, you could traditionally use a green bell pepper, or red, whatever kind of bell pepper you want. I'm not a big fan of green peppers. They're a little bitter. I like the yellow or the red peppers. They got some sweetness to them. If you had a regular sized bell pepper, you could just cut it in half and you know, do 2 for each pepper. But I'm actually using these mini peppers. And so I'm just going to cut the tips off. And then I'm going to stuff them all the way down. Now, it's pretty easy to cut these. Get a little paring knife. Cut the tips off. Now, you could save this if you wanted to. After it's done, put it on for garnish. Or I'm just going to throw them away. But, you know, do whatever you want to do. Alright. And main thing you want to do is just get the seeds out. It's going to be pretty easy to do. Just get this kind of core out. And, you know, scrape around with the knife. But really, it's pretty easy to just do this. You're going to get all the seeds out. See? Now you get yourself a nice little pepper. Got a bunch of them here. Already. So, you can do all these while it's cooking. Look at that. Nice little top. That would look cute after it's done. After you grill this up, just put that on the top. I guess you could even grill that if you wanted to, so you could eat around it, but I'm not being fancy today. Just going to core these. Get the seeds out. Look. It's a lot easier doing it that way. So I got these big thick fingers. You could get a spoon. If you got a little bit of white stuff down here, you want to get that out. Just grab the spoon. you're good to go. Now, you wouldn't have to do this step out on the grill. You could just do that on the stove top if you wanted. But I kind of like doing everything right on the grill. It's kind of fun. You could really just use salt and pepper if you wanted. If you want to spice it up, use some chili powder, some cayenne pepper. Fiddle around with it. But always salt and pepper is always a good way to go. I definitely also recommend garlic in this. You could have put some onions in here and fried that up before you put the hamburger in. However you want to do it. Drink a little sweet tea here while it's cooking. Spice it up here a little bit. A little Jim Beam Black. While it's cooking down, I'm going to drink some tea. I also got rice cooking inside. I don't really see any point in bringing the rice out here, but just rice is really easy to cook, especially if you have a rice cooker. I'd recommend getting a rice cooker. We got all the peppers ready. They're all got all the tops cut off. All pretty clean, with no one. You don't want the seeds in there. It's pretty much all I gotta look out for. Like I said, you could use the green peppers. I'm using these mini sweet yellow and orange bell peppers. I like them. They have a little more sweetness to them. Don't really have the bitterness. But if you really like the bell pepper taste, you might want to go with the green ones. Also, if you got the bigger ones, like I said, like the round ones, you could cut them in half, and then you could kind of grill them, and then you could even flip them over and grill where the meat side is, if you want to do that. But with these, I'm going to stuff them all the way down and just grill them on the outside. Get the, you want to do it pretty low, because you don't want to char these too much. But I know some people don't like the skin on the pepper when it's grilled, but I personally really like it. When it's done, you probably want some type of tomato sauce. You can even just use spaghetti sauce if you want, or just make a simple tomato sauce. You can even brush some barbecue sauce on them while you're cooking them. That would be good. But some of the people I'm making for do not like barbecue sauce, so there will be no barbecue sauce here tonight. Meat is looking really good. It's really frying up there. You just want to stir that up, get it brown on all sides, and it's going to be good to go. Like I said, you want to make sure this is cooked all the way through, because you get sausage in there, you get pork, you get ground beef. And so I'm going to mix that with some rice that I made, and I'm going to stuff these peppers, and then I'm going to put them on the grill. It's going to be pretty epic stuff. This is really cooking, and usually if you're cooking something like this, you want to keep the lid down. It really helps with the cooking time. Keeps it really hot. You don't want to let the heat out all the time, obviously. If you listen to I White Wrestling Wednesday nights, this Wednesday we had Alex Baker on, and he was talking about he had a cookbook, and he was talking about his famous chili. And on the show, he said, that he puts beans in the chili, and that's fine. I have no problem with beans in the chili. But my big thing with 1-inch biceps over at iWhiteWrestling.com is that he says that chili is not chili with beans, or without beans. And that's not true, because original chili does not include beans. It was never really an argument of which is better, chili with or without beans. But the fact is, original chili does not have beans in it. So, sorry 1-inch biceps, you and your hot dog sauce, as you like to call it, but original chili from Texas, no beans. And still to this day, many chili cook-offs, they will not allow you to participate if you put beans in the chili. It's not a personal preference, it's just fact. So, it's not really anything you can debate, it's just the way it is. Sorry, Incher. If you were actually wondering about the seasoning earlier, you could always, season the meat, throw a little bit in here, grill it up, make sure it's done, taste it, see if it's to your liking before you season up some more. But, you gotta fool around while you're cooking, especially if you're not used to it. It's always easy to add salt. It's hard to take away salt, though. So, if you taste anything, needs a little salt, pepper, whatever, it's easy to add to it, but it's very hard to take it away. Alright, now this is done, this meat. And I'm going to take a little bite. It smells awesome. It's hot. Oh, man. That's really good. That'd be good right now if you just, I don't know, put it in a taco or something. But pretty sweet. I want to talk about, because without your head shirt, Indianapolis coming up July. Days of the Dead in Indianapolis. It's going to be pretty sweet. And speaking of chili and cooking and stuff, we're actually having a reunion of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, and a lot of cast members of the sequels. And It might be sold out now, the part where you can actually sit and have a barbecue dinner with the guys from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But that's going to be pretty awesome if you can make it. But even that part's sold out. You can still go and go to the Days of the Dead. It's a great time. I've been to both that it's already happened last year in Indy, and then a few months ago in Atlanta, and this will be my third one and their third one. So hopefully I'll be part of all of them. But definitely check them out, daysofthedead.net. And check out withoutyourhead.com. Alright, give you an idea here. This is all done. It's nice and brown, cooked all the way through. Now the next step, I'm going to actually bring this inside. I'm going to mix it with the rice. I'm going to bring it back out, stuff the peppers, and throw it on the grill. Good stuff, and my God, does it smell good. Alright, the meat's all done. We got the rice. It's just long grain rice. You can use any kind of rice you wanted. Probably use, white rice. You can use brown rice if you wanted. Any kind of rice that tickles your fancy. Now this meat is really hot. And so is this handle. So you gotta be really careful with that. Get a pot holder or whatever you want to do. But you probably should drain this. But there's not a ton of oil on it. But if you wanted to drain it, that would probably be the way to go. But I'm just gonna mix it right in here with this rice. Now you want to mix this all together, and I'll be right back. All right. So you got your rice and your meat mixture here. You should probably use about equal parts of rice to meat. Whatever you prefer. You might as well leave this down so it stays hot. And there's no really right way to do this, but basically, see, you just want to stuff these peppers. Get as much in there as you can. Plenty here. You want to make sure you get as far down as you can. Pack them in there. Now, since I'm putting them on the grill, you want to make sure that the meat's not going to fall out. If you're putting them in the oven, it wouldn't matter so much. But since I'm going to put them back on the grill, I'm going to try to pack them in there, make sure the meat's not just going to, fall out of it. And so there you go, looking pretty good. You want to do that for all of them, and then get them on the grill. I'll be right back after I stuff my peppers. All right, so we got all these stuffed peppers here, ready to go on there. Almost lost that one. Ready to go on the grill. Got a lot of left here. Probably should have made too much mixture here, but we still got a lot of this rice and meat. Save that. You could do something else with it. Probably good just the way it is. All right, going right to the grill now. Get out the trusty spray. Always make sure it's non-flammable. I prefer the Weber. You can actually coat these down with oil if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. There's probably a lot of oil already in the meat. I'm going to just drop them right on here. There's going to be some meat that comes out, but see, don't that look good? That is going to be good stuff. Now, these are, like I said, the meat in them is already cooked. Rice is already cooked, so basically you just want to heat it all through and get a little char on the peppers, and you'll be good to go. Got some inside. I got some tomato sauce ready to put on the top. Family's inside waiting. They're thinking, what the hell? Why don't he just cook? Why is he gonna sit there and talk to the camera? But what the hell? All right. These aren't going to take too long. I would say probably about 10 minutes. Maybe a little longer, but 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes each side, something like that. But they said just keep an eye on them. They're going to get a little charred probably, but you just don't want them to burn. You could put some barbecue sauce on them if you wanted, or tomato sauce while they're cooking. Now, the barbecue sauce I put at the end if you want to do the barbecue sauce. Or I would just leave them like they are. If it's just for me, I'd probably put barbecue sauce in there. Put some sauce right in the top of them if you were cooking them like a regular pepper, like a round pepper. But the ones like these, you really want to do that. You could put some tomato sauce right in the mixture too. But I'm just going to have it on the side, and if you want it or not, you can add it. Like I said, I got a lot of meat mixture here left. I could just mow down on this if I wanted to, but I'm going to save this. I put in some bread, Maybe stuff some more peppers. Because, yeah, this will be good. You could just refrigerate this and save it for a while and stuff some more peppers tomorrow, whatever you want to do with it. So, anyway, I'll be back when they're done. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Nice char on them. Let's flip them over. If a little meat comes out, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. Don't cry over spilt meat. Just flip them over there. These are looking delicious. I'll bring the camera over here in a second. Some of them are going to be a little charred more than others, but I'm telling you, that's going to be good. Don't worry about that at all. Just want to flip these over. You could probably turn the heat down a little bit if you want. That one cracked. Some of the meat came out, but like I said, don't get upset about it. Just throw it over in this plate. We'll throw it on when it's done. Look at that. Right off the grill. It's probably about 1,000 degrees right now. But this is the little delicacies for the chef. If you're grilling out here, you got to steal a little bite. It's just the way it is. Oh my God. That was epic. Now look at these. You guys see these couple here? You're going to think they're too brown, but they're not. The peppers usually char a little bit, but they're going to be delicious. Like I said, you just want to get a nice char on all sides. Take them off because everything inside is cooked. The pepper doesn't take long to cook. They're going to be epic. Alright guys, we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, we got the finished product here. Now look how good they look. Now the pepper taste is going to go all through that meat, all through the rice. And you're going to have all the different spices from the meat inside the pepper, the charred peppers. This is going to be great stuff. Put some tomato sauce over the top if you like. If you don't have to do it. It's going to be great stuff here. Alright guys, thanks for watching another edition of Grillin' with Jack. Rate, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. Let me know if you want to see some more of these. And if you have any suggestions, let me know you want to see me cook. I can grill a pizza on here. I can grill anything you want. Just let me know. Alright. Bye.